Morning.
Morning.
So, what are we facing today?
Well, we had a Majax in the early hours, and ED stopped taking admissions for now, so we are dealing with their slack.
Bit early in the day for the veno collapso, isn't it? Or are you anticipating another hard day at the office?
It's a gift from Hanson. Thank you for getting us all through a very difficult year. H.
Must be feeling generous. Gave me a 35-year-old bottle of single malt.
Blimey, well, that's vintage. Must be worth at least £200 and rising.
Expensive bribes. Whatever it takes to keep the ship from sinking. You're not pleased?
Well, I can't exactly neck it with a meal for one and grand designs now, can I? Oh, how does it feel to be the NHS poster boy?
Sorry?
Your spectacular rant last week. It's gone viral. Someone's posted it all over social media.
Earned me a slap on the legs from the chairman.
Oh, dear. So you're going to be hanging up the megaphone, then?
Not necessarily. I have a plan.
Uh-oh. This is the last of the non-urgent overspill from ED.
Seriously?
No, the Trust accepts this as the norm during a winter health crisis.
So it's our job to cover the failings of the system by clearing this backlog.
I don't know where you find the energy to stay so angry.
We're letting crisis management become the norm.
So what's the master plan, then?
All will be revealed.
Right. Anyway, well, here we have Mr. Kearney, discharged last year after treatment following a motorbike accident. He's back, complaining of abdominal pain.
Have those patients even been triaged?
Yes, Donna has been the perfect model of efficiency. Likewise, Mr. Duval. So, Rick, can we just get this sorted out between us, please? Happy faces.
Hello, Mr.
This is a huge mass with potential spread. How come this wasn't picked up on before now?
The original CT scan showed a small mass in the cecum. We wanted to find out if it was cancerous. He was given a clinical referral when he first received treatment just under a year ago. But it seems it was never followed up.
So what happens now?
You fix first, ask questions later.
The poor guy's been living with undiagnosed cancer for over a year.
Well, this is what I've been saying all week. The staff is spread too thinly these days, and patients suffer as a result. This tumor's causing closed-loop obstruction.
And the bowels become ischemic. This just gets better and better.
You were absolutely right. This is an appalling state of affairs. Does Mr. Kearney plan on suing the Trust?
Well, I'm certainly going to support him when he does decide to. Look, we're all to blame for this. We're spread too thin. But if we're accountable, then the Trust needs to be held accountable.
How was the patient's diagnosis missed?
No, not missed. It wasn't followed up, even though there was a referral.
A lawsuit is one thing, but the public needs to know what's really going on here. Now, all those journalists that you know, they need to start asking questions.
That's a slippery slope. You're dragging your colleagues' names through the mud and creating mistrust in the hospital. Are you sure you want to go there? And what about Lee? Have you discussed your plan with him? Does he really want to be the center of a media circus?
He knows that a mistake was made, and I've made him aware of his rights.
But has he agreed?
Don't you think we should be making changes from within, rather than pushing a cancer patient with a long road to recovery into doing our dirty work?
Rick, you of all people know what it's like being held under magnifying glass.
So what do? We just sit on our backsides and do nothing. Keep calm and carry on. Don't you see? I'm trying to put a stop to all these errors. The feeling that we're caught up in a failing system and powerless to do anything about it. Can you not see that?
You know what I see? I see a friend and colleague who is so angry he will do anything to win the fight, and I'm not sure you know who you're even fighting anymore. How many others are going to be caught up in your personal crusade before it's over?
This is not personal, Serena. This is a moral crusade. And you need to decide which side you're on.
Come on. We're all on the same side.
I can do this without you, Serena.
Is this where you shout "et tu, Campbell" before plunging a rusty scalpel through my heart?
This is where I apologize. I know we're on the same side.
Good. And Lee,
Lee says that we saved his life today.
which we did, team effort, as it should be.
Just wants to recover, get back to his family, and he doesn't want the stress of taking on the trust.
No. Well, you made amends and protected your patient's best interests, so
I was just trying to do the right thing.
at whatever cost, though.
I see that now.
Well, that's good to hear. So, how do we solve the bigger issue?
What bigger issue?
You.
Well, I thought you said that was too expensive to drink.
Oh, I decided to save it for a dire emergency.
I'm the dire emergency.
You are. Look, don't take this personally, but I think you could use a break. Find a nice beach somewhere, sleep for a week, and see how you feel.
Just a week?
You need to fall back in love with the place. Hmm.